brought here 12,000 years ago. Our moon is in fact an artificial satellite. It is not a real planet. It can literally leave our orbit underneath its own power. According to the Andromedans, it was brought here from Ursa Minor, from a star system called Chauta that had 21 planets in it. It belonged to the 17th planet and it was one of 4 moons. Now, there are ruins all over it. The map is there. There are some pictures there. There's a lot more, which I don't have today. But it will be coming out. This is why the Apollo astronauts stopped going back. It's because there was somebody already there and they were told not to go back. This information is out there. Okay, our moon is 9.1 billion years old. 9.1 billion years old. It is in fact older than the Earth. Okay, it is many of the materials that have been found on the moon, minerals, don't exist on our planet. The moon did not belong to part of the Earth. It was brought here, literally. Our solar system has 8 artificial moons in it that were brought here. That can literally, underneath their own power, leave our solar system. And there are beings living on it. Now, the upper echelon of the world government know this. They've known it for a very long time. But they didn't want us to know because of the element of power. And we'll discuss that. Now, Earth has been colonized off and on for many hundreds of millions of years. The first race to actually chart our planet was a group from Alpha Draconis. They are reptilian beings. They're anywhere from 7 feet to 22 feet tall. It can weigh up to 1,800 pounds. And they don't like human beings. Not here, not anywhere. They were the very first to chart it. They were also the very first to actually have a small colony here 809 million years ago. Now, one of the very first colonies or places that was colonized on the planet is North America, what we now call the United States. There are approximately, today, 1,833 of these reptilians still existing inside the planet. They have lived here for thousands of years. They live thousands of years. Their bodies are not like ours. They live anywhere from 100 to 200 miles beneath the surface. This is where they are. And it's all over. The planet is honeycombed with tunnels and caverns. There are approximately 18,000 what we know as grays between here and our moon, from underneath the surface of the planet and the moon. Now, the grays. The grays originally came from Zeta Reticuli 2. I'm giving you the Andromedan perspective. I'm not here to challenge anybody else's information. I'm here to tell you their perspective. The grays came from Zeta Reticuli 2. They left there 892,000 years ago. They got trapped in a war called the Orion War, which lasted 600,000 years. It was a galactic war between reptilian forces and human beings. What happened was they were captured by a group in Orion, the constellation of Orion, which is Rigel, Beltrax, Ursa Major, Ursa Minor. They were genetically altered there. Many many of the female of their species were killed. So they could not reproduce, so they could control the race. They also genetically altered them so that their sexual organs would become atrophied, and eventually they just wouldn't be there because they weren't being used. Now, the Greys, at the same time this was going on, decided that the emotional part of themselves, of their personality, was their weakest link. So they literally bred or thought out the emotional part of their bodies, of their character. Which is why they have no emotion. They're robots. Today, there are approximately 2,100 actual Greys, actual physical Greys, that have a soul, that are part of the original race, the lineage of the original race, in our solar system. All the rest, virtually every single one that are doing the abductions on people, are clones. They're robots. They don't have an essence, they don't have a soul in them. They're robots. Does everybody follow me so far? Okay. The Greys have a problem. They're dying. This is why they basically are here. Now we, as a planetary race, offer them a great opportunity to possibly save their race. But it isn't working. And I'll explain why that is.
That's been described as unnerving is growing. The FBI now investigating multiple reports of unidentified drones flying over New Jersey.
Yes, I am Vantra, Virtual Observational Neutralizing Troublesome Retrieval Authority.
On January 9th, 2024, a new UFO video suddenly surfaced online.
Someone has been busy.
But what really makes things odd is that the jellyfish keeps changing its own temperature in a matter of seconds. And here we can see stabilized footage of the object. Just like the eyewitnesses' reports, notice how the scales at the bottom are absolutely still, like they are made out of some solid material.
Rosum 7134, I presume.
Predict the U.S. will be in trouble in 2025, and Springfield becomes part of a major crisis spreading across the country. It all starts when Lisa watches the news about widespread power outages, empty store shelves, and rising prices. Gas stations run out of fuel, grocery stores impose purchase limits, and ATMs stop dispensing money. At the Quick E-Mart, Apu apologizes as customers argue over the last loaf of bread. Phones and the internet stop working for hours, leaving people frustrated and confused about what's happening. The government issues vague announcements, but they provide no clarity. By summer, Springfield is in total chaos. Power outages last for days, casting the town in darkness and silence. People begin to trade food and supplies in desperate attempts to survive. Marge tries to keep the family calm, organizing candlelit dinners to make the best of a bad situation. As the episode closes, a haunting scene unfolds. A mysterious drone flies over Springfield, and a flashing sign appears that reads, "Prepare for the new normal." This leaves everyone wondering what the future holds in this unsettling scenario.
Alright, y'all, I'm freaking out right now. And I don't have an explanation for this, okay? And I don't freak out easily. Something weird is happening at our house. but like our whole road and our neighborhood, we're not really in a neighborhood, but like something really weird is happening. So we were sitting here, and around 9:45 tonight, I get a call from my neighbor who is panicking, like she's freaking out. She just heard something hit, like shook her house. Something just shook her house. Well, of course, you know, we're trying to go over, so my husband gets his safety device and runs across over there, and he's going around the perimeter. And she's older. She hasn't been outside this whole storm. So there's no tracks, no animals, no ice, no nothing, y'all. Nothing around her house in my mind. Well, the ice fell off of her roof. It's 8 degrees here. Nothing is melting. Nothing is falling. Nothing is sliding. I said, well, it's just the ice. It's got to be the ice. So my husband looks, and there's no tracks, no signs of ice falling anywhere around her house. Nothing, she swears. It shook her house so hard, it shook her bedroom door. So we come back over, and we come back in about 11:10, I guess. I don't remember what time it was. It's not been that long ago. Everybody in my house is asleep except for me. And it happens here. And it didn't happen on the side of the house where ice would slide off. It happened in the center of our house. Something hit the roof, the center of our house. It hit it. I don't know what it was. The same exact as it sounded across from her house, because we heard it happen again while my husband was standing out there. I'm trying not to wake the baby. When my husband was standing out there at her, we heard it again. We heard it. But it wasn't as loud, and we didn't see anything. We're all standing there looking at the house. Nothing is happening. So I heard it here, and it shook the whole house. There's nothing above my bedroom except for a landing to the stairs. My teenager, I immediately messaged him, and I said, was that you? And he said, no, it wasn't me. So I hear him start to get up from his bed in the other room. It wasn't him. It sounded like somebody took a flying leap across the house and hit as hard as they could on the other side, y'all. It was not something sliding. It was not something shifting. It was not something hitting the ground. It was something on the house. It gets weirder. It gets weirder. So this is where it starts to get really weird. Okay, so my son comes downstairs. He's 16. And I say, did you hear that? And he said, yeah, but that's the same sound that I heard earlier when y'all were outside. I said, excuse me, what? He said, I heard that exact same sound earlier when you were outside talking to the neighbor. It happened at both of our houses, y'all. Not on the ground, not shaking like from the floor, shaking from the roof. It shook the roof. It gets weirder. So we're on a road. We're not really in a community. We're on a street. So we have a community page. I'm waking the baby. I posted on the community page and asked if anybody else was having this issue on our street. And people further down the road, a good mile, I don't know exactly their address. They said further down this road is 20 minutes long. Said they had it too. Swear something. They thought something fell on their house. What is happening, y'all? Like, I'm freaking out. I don't have any explanation for this. Normally I have answers for things like this. I do not have any answers. It is not the ice. I don't know what it is. But I am freaking out. And I do not know. I don't know. Has anybody else had this happen? Like, what is going on?
I'm going to preface this by saying I am not a prophet. I am just a person who loves Jesus. I'm a Christian, and I have no idea where this came from. So this morning I was driving my kids to school at about 6 o'clock in the morning. And on the way back, I heard North Carolina. I heard North Hills, NC. Now, I don't know anything about North Carolina at all. So I'm like, what is going on? Why am I hearing this? And then I believe the Holy Spirit showed me that there's an event that's going to happen in North Carolina. A tragic event. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I saw what looks like meteors hitting the earth, but they're not meteors. Like big fireballs? I don't know what they are, but big, giant streams of light coming from the sky hitting the earth. But hitting North Carolina, hitting this area. Specifically, like a water tower. And then I saw water everywhere. And then I heard that there will be a shortage of water there. Like they won't have enough water. And it's just going to cover, the word is desolate, is what I heard. Desolate this area. And then the weirdest thing I just saw was that like under the water was trembling, like the ground was moving, like an earthquake, but you could see the water moving. And it caused some sort of sinkhole. This sounds crazy, I know. It's like, I'm also hearing like rooftops won't help. Getting on rooftops won't help. It will be a phenomena in the sky, like these giant balls hitting this area and just taking out the water. And then the water level rises. I heard North Hills, North Carolina. Okay. And like I said, I could see the water filling the streets and then the ground shaking underneath. I hope that I said that right. That is just what I saw. I am not a prophet. I have to give what I get, though. Like if God is telling me to say this, I was told to stop what you're doing right now and go make the video. Like I was making breakfast and I was told stop right now and go do this. So I'm being obedient to God. I hope that helps. I don't know. I'm just giving the message.
What is this strange event that is happening in North Carolina?
Ask me how I know I'm in hell right now. There's a driverless damn car, nobody in the car, with a billboard that says, humans are so 2023. Hire an AI. This is a real life billboard in San Francisco, California. We got rampant homelessness, a fentanyl crisis. Nobody can afford housing. But wait, your employee needs rest? Wait, healthcare? Are you... They need to eat lunch? That is so 2023. Humans are so 2023. What are you, an idiot? Hire an AI.
But do y'all know what's crazy? While this was happening, a big ass portal opened up overnight in Alaska, y'all. Right over the Aurora Borealis. Like right around there. Now, you don't find it quite strange, y'all, that they're trying to get rid of TikTok real bad this month? And with all of this shit going on right now? And then remember, I told y'all, I said, yo, 2024 was something crazy shit, how it started off, you feel me? Now 2025, we're only 2 to 3 weeks in, bro, and half of Cali is gone. And then you got the firmament being shown and portals opening. Look at the pillar of light, bro. Cali, portal, drone, alien, UFOs, whatever. Yo, sci-fi.
What? What? What in the world? That was 30 seconds of, like, explosions. What in the heck?
I got some.
What they don't tell you is when you go to donate blood or give your DNA for something, that they use it for other things, not just what you originally went in for. Mm-hmm. And when you transition, they steal a lot of people's organs. Mm-hmm. Baby, burn me to a crisp. Every piece of flab inside and out. Cremate me and dump me back into the sea. Mm-hmm. I don't want to be buried, and I don't want to be in no damn urn. Let me go. Leave me alone. I done graduated from this karmic land, okay? Okay. The movie Get Out is real. They've been doing these things for years. They have been studying and watching us for years. Y'all ever heard or read about how they shut people up in rooms for a extended amount of days and put headphones on their ears?
I was a baby.
Okay. This is new information. I never heard you tell me this before. I thought I was your parent. But you got a different parent that sent you to Earth.
Well, until I know everything about Earth, I'm going to come back to my own universe.
Okay.
Yeah, this is recording. So I just saw the alien and I've recorded it on my TV with a tripod because I recorded on that camera and I can't get it off the disc. So that's the way I had to do it. This is just now, just using a normal camera. Okay.
Can you come out of the grass? No, it ran away.
You're trying to zoom in. Holy crap. What do you want?